It's a great day at Swiss Watch Expo. I'm Tim, and today I'm going to introduce you to the Cartier Tank Louis XL Power Reserve. So welcome back, and today we are going to talk about the Tank Louis XL Power Reserve, but just a little bit of history with the Tank series. It's been around for over 100 years, and during that time they've come up with many sizes, some small, we have the large, we have the extra large, and the jumbo. But what's kind of unique about the Cartier Tank series itself is the fact that they've kept it relatively small in regards to a lot of the watches out there in the industry. To be a watch that is actually still relatively smaller in size and still so popular as they are, really says a lot for the Cartier name itself and that design, or that tank style design that they really made famous over 100 years ago, as I mentioned earlier. Looking at this piece, and speaking of sizes, we're looking at the Tank Louis XL, and this is the Power Reserve. It's a beautiful watch with an 18 karat rose gold case. The piece is actually a 30 millimeter horizontal case with a 39 vertical case. It really shows a very nice feel on your wrist. As I put it on here, I have about a 7.5 inch wrist, and you can see that this timepiece really fits beautifully on my wrist, as you can see. So they did a really good job with this case. Now, what's nice about this timepiece too is we have two pieces that are going to have first you have the silver guilloche dial, and then you have the chocolate guilloche dial. Now, the silver guilloche dial or the chocolate both have of course, the iconic Cartier Roman numerals, and those Roman numerals they really explode on the dial because of the size of the case. And now at the 6 o'clock location of the timepiece, you're going to see the Power Reserve. And the Power Reserve is a beautiful timepiece complication, and because it's a manual wind, it really shows how much time you have left, and it does measure all the way just a little bit past 40 on the timepiece. Now, another addition that this timepiece has too is just under the 12 o'clock, you're going to see a date window, and it's a fairly large date window. Now, you're going to see the day before, the day of, and the day after. Now, with those markings on there, most timepieces that have this complication, they're going to be a really small window. But Cartier was able to put this in a very large window, also with a slightly different color on the timepiece itself as far as the date. So you can see the date window really, really well, and it really gives that look that you don't see on a lot of other timepieces. Now, if we start to move the watch over to the side and see the profile, you'll see that iconic sapphire. Now, the crown is going to have the sapphire cabochon crown, and a little bit of meaning behind that sapphire crown. It really bridges that relationship between their fine jewelry and the luxury watches. And so you see that really come through, because Cartier is known for their fine jewelry just as much as they are for their fine watches. So when you flip over the timepiece, you're going to see that the watch is water resistant to 100 meters. And you're going to see with the exhibition back, you can see this gorgeous Piaget style movement, 9753 MC manual wind movement. Now, because it is manual wind, it goes back to the reasoning for the Power Reserve, and this will give you a full 43 hours on a full charge. The case itself has a beautiful brown strap on both of these timepieces that follow through at a clasp with the 18 karat red rose gold Cartier clasp. It really brings the whole thing together. So if you would like to put one of these two Cartier XL Power Reserves into your collection, contact us at SwissWatchExpo.com.